Okay, boss. I think that's everything. This toaster's kinda winging me out, though. Weird. Toaster of Sights Unseen. Circa 1968, Madame D, a powerful but dying medium, cast her estimable power for prophecy into the object nearest to her as she drew her final breath. The Toaster of Sights Unseen can answer any questions posed about the future. Let's see, any new messages? Nope. Gelano's Enchanted Pail. Circa 1940, world-famous magician Angelo Gelano had an older brother, Ronald, who was said to be even more talented magician than Angelo. Ronald wasn't good with audiences, though, so took up construction work when he couldn't get regular stage work. Doop 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 doop. Hey, didn't I put you downstairs? Petrelli's Mischievous Cone. Circa 1979, charged with a high level of peak energy as well as a strange sense of mischievousness, this ordinary-looking traffic cone has been known to maliciously change position, confusing drivers and racking up an impressive string of bizarre traffic accidents. You know, if you guys just wanted this at the top of the stairs, you could have just told me. Gustav self-service tray. Circa 1893. Fine silver service set purchased as a lot from the famed Austrian Hotel de Gustav after it mysteriously burned down. This is the only piece from the set known to appear at the Sedgwick rooms unbidden and unaccompanied. Frightened guests are often unsure as to the proper gratuity for this service. Yeah, well, guess you're busy. Are the lights in that model still going off? I really should find the batteries to this thing. Holman's Black Low Rise. Circa 1926, American occultist John George Holman commissioned a scale model for a domestic center of evil. Black Low Rise of Tri from the Shander architectural firm. The model was completed, but Holman never returned the claim or pay for it. Yeah, I like this thing. I really should find a table for it. Three-Toed Jenkins' Midnight Goose. Circa 1944, the fabled bottomless bottle of Three-Toed Jenkins, a notoriously unrepentant tramp that rode the rails in the 30s and 40s. The legend goes that he was called Speedy Jenkins before he exchanged something dear to him for a bottle of cough syrup that never runs dry. Nah, that wouldn't support it at all, I guess. Maybe. The Summoner Bell. Origin unknown, but reportedly seen in the Hotel des Jardins Bretagne just before its disappearance. The hotel, not the bell. How this paranormally significant artifact ended up in the Hotel Sedgwick is anyone's guess, though its impact on customer service cannot be underestimated. Nah, I suppose I'll just have to find something suitable another time. Uh, is that thing still glowing? I can see the use of a nightlight telephone, but this thing's not even hooked up. Asmodeus's hotline. Circa 1965, there are only 5 production models of Teleco's Red Phone ever made. It's rumored that the phone only completed calls for those about to die. Oh well, I guess they know better than me. Though I do wonder why Dr. Stantz was so insistent that the Stay Puft doll go on his bed. Stay Puft figure. Circa 1989, a Ghostbusters craze broke throughout New York City following the Vigo incident of '89. Souvenir street vendors moved literal tons of unlicensed clothing and cheap knockoff novelties. It's estimated that Stay Puft figures outsold the usually best-selling Statue of Liberty by more than 2 to 1 that year, even the new wind-up walking version of Libby. The trend faded almost as quickly as it began, and sales of Ghostbusters merchandise dwindled. Some remainders can still be found in the streets of Manhattan and the boroughs, and may even be imbued with supernatural elements. Someone really should take out the trash. It's starting to pile up. Voyaging Case International. Circa 1865, the Voyaging Case International has been appearing at train stations, loading docks, and airports since the mid-1800s. Porters and baggage handlers around the globe whisper its legend, generally regarded as friendly. Whee! This thing still kinda creeps me out. Reminds me of Haunted Mansion.
We can schedule a visit,
Portrait of G. Sedgwick. Circa 1910, when Godfrey McAllister Sedgwick opened his Grand Hotel, many thought it strange that someone who detested people so thoroughly would open a business where so many were invited to come.
next Thursday, sometime between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m.
I wonder why I
I'm
never
afraid
see
that's
this
the
guy
soonest
around at all.
opening we have. All right, I've got you down for then. Oh, it won't be necessary to call before they arrive. Believe me, you'll know it. That'll be fine.
Hey,
Goodbye.
Vigo.
This pitiful makeshift prison will not last forever.
So how's things?
I see the evil of the times to come. In time, all music will be free, but for the cost of your soul.
Hey, that doesn't sound so bad. As long as I can get my Rick Astley beats. Hey there. What was your name? Bellhop Ghost, Class 3 Animating Spectre. While all grand old hotels have their dark secrets, the elegant Sedgwick Hotel has them all trumped. Ever since it opened in 1897, the Sedgwick has exuded an eerie atmosphere. An inordinate number of guests and staff have met their untimely ends due to strange accidents and sometimes foul play. Most of them stay forever, drawn to an inexorable force that traps them into Sedgwick's many corridors, suites, ballrooms, and service areas. The spectral staff takes great care of the hotel, and don't appreciate disturbances other than the ones they create themselves. Black Slime, Class 1 Caustic Seep. Black slime is encountered in locations of intersection between the real and ghost worlds. It is a dangerous substance formed of ectoplasm supersaturated with negative energy. Black slime is incredibly caustic and will cause severe damage to anyone heedless enough to come into contact with it. Based on its spectral resonance echo, black slime also appears to function as a conduit for PKE energy and could, if saturated with enough spiritual energy, conceivably act as a ghost portal. Black slime portal. Class 1 transdimensional conduit. These conduits, or dimensional rips, provide temporary and highly unstable portals between our world and the ghost world. It is not known if these portals are formed in especially dense pockets of black slime, or if the portal forms first and a black slime follows through the resulting weakened dimensional intersection. Either way, these conduits are inextricably tied to black slime, and neutralization of surrounding black slime has been known to close a black slime portal as well. Candelabrum Crawler, Class 2 Vermin and Printer. Candelabrum crawlers are powered by swarming little vermin spirits who animate seemingly innocent light fixtures and turn them into sinister purpose. These spirits, primarily the imprint of an animal life force that once existed in our physical world, take over simple objects and then force them into a rough copy of their original physical form. Construction Worker Ghost, Class 3 Animating Spectre. Skyscraper and bridge construction crews. Brave souls that, since the evolution of the Manhattan skyline, have met their fates in terrible accidents. They've fallen from great heights, been crushed by swinging steel, drowned in vats of setting concrete, and scalded by hot pitch. The city is built on the bones of these victims of on-the-job construction accidents. Now they've all found new careers in deconstruction. Dead Fish Flyer, Class 1 Inhabiting Swarmer. These minor spirits seem to be subservient to a greater entity's will, and have been driven to protect it by possessing and controlling a variety of fish market cast-offs. Like other Class 1 swarmers, dead fish flyers are quick-moving but fairly weak creatures that, once disrupted, quickly fade back to the depths of the ghost world. Hobo Ghost, Class 5 Free-Roaming Vapor. The big city can take a toll on people, especially those on the fringes of society, and New York is no exception. Many of its wanderers and outcasts have met unfortunate ends, and some of those still remain, attempting to extend those unfortunate ends to others. Kitchen Golem, Class 6 Bidimensional Attractor. Golems can bend objects to their will, manipulating them to form portions of their own physically manifested form. PK energy greatly grants the golem the ability to reconstitute damaged or destroyed portions of its body. This golem was formed from paranormally compromised items from the kitchen of a restaurant located in the Hotel Sedgwick. Marshmallow Mini, Class 5 Manifesting Outworlder. These Class 5 entities are the mischievous spawn of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, a not-so-tasty blend of corn syrup, water, gelatin, tetrasodium pyrophosphate, and evil. Opera Diva Ghost, Class 4 Full Roaming Phantom. In the popular and long-running Broadway adaptation of Wagner's epic opera cycle, Ring, Brunhilde was sung by a world-renowned soprano Carlotta Caprese in her most famous role. The entire cast was killed when, in a burst of thunderous applause near the end of Carlotta's aria, the old and structurally questionable stage collapsed underneath them. These fat ladies never finished singing. Pappy Sargassi, Class 3 Roaming Animator. Descending from a long, proud line of seafarers and fishermen, Pappy Sargassi attempted to avoid the notoriously unlucky early deaths on the water that plagued his family by pursuing a more landlocked career. In 1950 he opened a restaurant, Sargassi's, and attempted to turn his back on the sea. In later years he overcame his fear of the water and took up fishing. His family's curse caught up with him, or he was the unluckiest fisherman who ever lived, and he died choking on a fish stick while being eaten by a great white shark. Stay Puft, Class 7 Outsider Avatar. Once only the cartoon mascot of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Corporation, Stay Puft became a giant marshmallow menace when Gozer, the powerful Sumerian god, forced the Ghostbusters to choose the form of his physical manifestation. Though they all tried to clear their minds, Ray couldn't help but think of his favorite childhood icon. "It just popped in there," he said. Stay Puft was initially defeated when the Ghostbusters crossed their streams at Gozer's portal, resulting in total protonic reversal. It's not certain why or how Stay Puft has returned, but without a portal to the ghost world handy, crossing the streams to defeat it again is probably not an option. Stone Gargoyle, Class 6 Kinetic Animator. Created when normal stone gargoyles are inhabited by powerful ghost world entities, these Class 6 kinetic animators possess all the inherent strength of their original stone, fortified by a large dose of PK energy. Stone gargoyles are strong and dangerous, but also susceptible to taking impact damage. All Class 6 creatures are openly hostile to humanity, and great care must be made when dealing with them to minimize the risk of innocent lives. Slimer, Class 5 Full Roaming Vapor. Sometimes called Onion Head, or simply the Mean Green Ghost, Ray purportedly named this creature Slimer specifically to annoy Peter, who still carries a long-standing distrust of the creature. Regardless of what he's called, this focused non-terminal repeating phantasm personifies gluttony and is drawn to anything edible. While this Class 5 Full Roaming Vapor isn't especially malicious, you don't want to be between him and a snack. Use caution when he's hungry, which is all the time. He's watching me. I'm just gonna be on my way before I start looking like a hamburger. The Ravishing Red Prince. Circa 1954, painted by the famed Madman of the Hague Remco de Groot. De Groot was infamous for supposedly using his own blood, and the blood of others, to construct his modernist masterpieces. This was later proven just a wild rumor, however. I'm not usually much of a fan of modernist, but I can dig this.
Hello, Ghostbusters.
Oh, I thought they used to use that old logo. Never was much of a fan.
No, we do not advise that you attempt to perform a Peruvian Type 5 exorcism on yourself.
Oh, what?
But listen. Once you've tied yourself to the chair, it's very difficult to do that to the cat, even if you could catch it.
I think I'll be moving on now. So this is where they all go. Shouldn't that be up? Okay, not touching that ever again. Ooh, cool stuff. Blast stream focusing. Utilizing a series of charged nucleon jackets, the blast stream focuser increases the proton stream stability, greatly reducing the amount of beam perturbation or wander. Boson Dart Supercharge. It's been discovered that the addition of a fermion absorption ring to the proton pack's neutrino wand substantially reduces the boson particle overheating, allowing more boson darts to be fired before causing pack shutdown. Boson dart damage is also increased. Also, accidental neutron wand blockage vaporization damage is reduced to only 1 mile. PKE meter scan improvement. Substituting the platinum core of the PKE meter's detector assembly with a rhodium replacement increases the sensitivity of the PKE meter's neutron flux level detectors. This expands the PKE meter's active scan area, making it easier to frame good scans of erratically moving entities. Please be aware that rhodium strongly stains human skin, so tampering with the PKE meter's detector assembly in hopes of liberating this highly valuable exotic metal core for personal use will be noticed and is grounds for a harshly worded and very sarcastic verbal warning. PKE meter recharge booster. Replacing a PKE meter's magnetron with a miniaturized klystron amplifier not only improves the received scan signal strength, but also reduces the intra-scan reset pause, resulting in a substantial decrease in the scan recharge time. Also, scanning now releases the refreshing scent of lilacs. Fast Trap. Extensive tinkering has revealed that removing the Ghost Trap's magnetic buffer plate and its attached shield panels maximizes charge accumulation and yields the maximum Ghost drawdown rate possible. Rest assured that the removal of this buffer plate and shield assembly probably doesn't compromise user safety in any way. Slam dunk trapping. Loosening the Ghost Trap's magnetic buffer plate allows a greater surplus charge accumulation in the secondary containment coils, which greatly decreases the trap's close-range triggering threshold. If a dazed ghost is slammed to the ground near a trap, it can be drawn down instantly, completely bypassing the trap's containment cone deployment phase. The occasional venting of plasma through the pack's primary intake vent is nothing to worry about, though minor carpet singeing has been reported. Oh, neat.
Ghostbusters.
Don't you laugh at me.
Oh,
I put
hi.
you in here, I'll take you out.
Are you serious? They did?
Shut up.
Brenda
When
and
the
Donna?
day comes, you
did?
will be the first.
With Dylan
Oh.
right there?
Well,
What did Steve say?
thanks.
You're kidding. I know. I know. A little tramp. Right. Right.
It's times like these I wonder
I
why
don't
Dr.
think so.
Venkman likes women so much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. I wonder what the guys
All right.
are up to.
Goodbye.
Looks about right.
So you know so much about Gozer because...
Because I'm a specialist in ancient Mesopotamian cultures and architecture. Sumerian primarily. Gozerian more specifically. I'm here as a guest curator for the Gozerian exhibit that's opening tomorrow at the Natural History Museum.
You are aware that we also have some history with Gozer.
Yes, of course.
Gozer was a bush leaguer before he met us, a strictly farm team deity. We put him on the map.
But our getting stiffed on invites to opening night, just an oversight, right?
I don't have anything to do with that.
That, gentlemen, was all me. And I can assure you it was not an oversight.
Oh, by the way, you have visitors.
Thanks, Janine. You're a first-class lookout. Walter Peck. I did not recognize you without the mayor's backside attached to your nose.
Okay, everybody put them back in their skivvies. Apologies. Dr. Selwyn, are you all right?
I think so. But I'm worried about the exhibit.
Are you kidding? You can't buy publicity like this. The guest curator of the Gozer exhibit, the expert Peck recommended, is attacked the night before the opening by Gozer himself? Please, tell me that was Gozer.
Gozer manifested in a familiar form, one he had used before, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, but this event was weaker than his first encounter with us.
Ha! That's all I need, thanks.
Come on, Jock. What's the idea of bringing Peck around here? Oh, have I coughed at the wrong time?
Listen, here's the deal. You and Peck and all you guys are going to work together.
What?
No way, no how.
Impossible.
Look, this city has given you at least a dozen contracts for the jails, courthouses, and wharves. You guys want to grow your business. Get some county and state work, too. I'm all for it. You've been big supporters and great for my campaign.
Well, some have said our endorsement is what got you elected.
But not out loud. Anyway, after all the damage you've been causing lately, the city council wants you under close supervision for a period of no less than 6 months.
We file reports on time. There's no need for extra supervision.
Funny guy, Bankman. You've always been my favorite. Well, that's where your old friend Peck comes in. He's annoying, a stickler for the rules. In other words, the perfect Peck for the job. He's our new head of Peacock.
Peacock? PCOC, Paranormal Contracts Oversight Commission. And my first official act is going to be suspending you clowns' operating license.
Lighten up, Peck. Launch your investigation if you have to, but for now just keep them under control and my office in the loop. But remember, if the Ghostbusters cease to exist, so does your job. So you need each other. Beautiful in an ironic, symmetrical kind of way, isn't it?
Hey, Mulligan, come on.
It's Mayor Mulligan to you, Bankman. So, we have an understanding? This kind of protects us all. You want more government business, I want to keep my approval rating, and Peck wants his little fiefdom. You play by the rules. Easy. We all get what we want, and the city council gets what they need. Okay, big night tomorrow, Alyssa. Get some rest.
So, now that we're all friends, can we get invites to the museum opening?
Not likely. But I'll be seeing you soon. You can count on that.
This is a good example of why I don't deal with bureaucracy.
You have 13 new messages.
Wow, things got busy.
No, squeaking by, doing the bare minimum once again. What are you doing, pacing yourself?
Oh my lord, it sounds just like my dad.
You have 12 new messages.
Is this Ghostbusters? I'm trying to get some sleep over here, but it's non-stop with all this screaming and moaning and opera singing and things flying around throwing rocks. Am I the only one in this city that has to get up for work tomorrow? Keep it down!
Jeez, guy, you know you live in Manhattan, right?
You have 11 new messages.
Yes! Once you feed the ghost, I have blue one. It's nice. Want to keep it. Make 2 tricks. Maybe fetch vodka. It's okay, no?
Yeah, sounds fine by me. I mean, we have a pet ghost and he seems alright.
You have 10 new messages.
So last night I come back from getting a cup of coffee and find my truck upside down in the middle of Times Square. I know you're saving the city and all, but you think you could just take it a little easier?
Oops.
You have 9 new messages.
Rennie Hanrahan with Comcorp Corp.
Oh, hey.
Stay Puft Marshmallows are one of the many high-quality products we make here at Comcorp. Frankly, we're outraged. You may have fooled the city with your little puppet show, but not us. This company has worked for over 75 years to cultivate the family-friendly image of Mr. Stay Puft. He was modeled after somebody's uncle, for crying out loud. And it wasn't all so you could go to war with him in downtown Manhattan. This is defamation of character on the grandest scale. You'll be hearing from us, Ghostbusters. Have a sunny, funny Comcorp Corp day.
Oh, well, that's nice of him. I know he's got beef, but it's good to see people rise above that.
You have 8 new messages.
Yeah, I was wondering, is it safe to eat all this marshmallow goop that's covering my balcony? And as a follow-up question, what if I already did?
That is a good question. Should I be worried?
You have 7 new messages.
Yeah, this is Chaim Rodriguez. I just wanted to thank you guys for breaking up my kid's bar mitzvah. That was great. Cost me over 50 grand. For what? A busted up ballroom and a hotel manager that won't stop crying. Fantastic. It's all good. We just wait for my precious son to become a man for the 2nd time. How does that sound? We'll just wait it out. Or, he'll probably be getting married in 8 years or so maybe you can come and destroy the wedding, too. Or maybe his son's bris. Would you like to attend the blessed occasion with your lasers and your hollering? We look forward to it. Invitations will be in the mail.
Man, this guy likes to plan ahead. I wonder if Janine's day planner goes that far.
You have 6 new messages.
Oh man, I just saw you guys on TV. Man, that marshmallow dude was all like blag and kablam, and you guys were like all like, not in my city, zap and freow, and people were all like, ah! Oh man, you guys are awesome. So, like, how's it going?
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Well, I did have to change my underwear.
You have 5 new messages.
Hello, this is Gray Hannert with Hannert & Hannert, attorneys at law. I'm calling regarding the incident in which one of you opened fire on my client at the Sedgwick Hotel earlier this evening. It's really a shame. We've never seen such extensive soft tissue damage. Perhaps we can work something out. Call me back at your earliest convenience.
Delete?
You have 4 new messages.
This is Bill at Trotcher over at Deluxe Chocolates. I don't suppose you guys would know if there was a possibility of you fighting a graham cracker monster in the near future.
Maybe?
Okay, because if so, perhaps we could work a deal where Stay Puft could just be captured and not destroyed. Thanks.
That doesn't sound like a reasonable possibility. Well, suddenly I could really go for a
You
smoke.
have 3 new messages.
Dr. Venkman, you know who. I think I somehow left a pair of earrings at your place. And my shoes. Maybe my cat.
Huh?
I had a really great time. Call me.
How do you leave your shoes at someone's place? That doesn't make any sense.
You have 2 new messages.
Hey, Ghostbusters, Ron Frenmel out in sunny California. Do you guys have an agent yet? Hey, let me rephrase. I've been talking to the studios, and I sort of let it slip that I'm representing you. There's big interest in a summer tentpole out here. I'm smell a bidding war. Give me a call.
I hate spam. Delete?
You have 1 new messages.
Hi. My house keeps telling me to get out. You think it means permanently or just, like, for the weekend?
Well, why doesn't he just ask the house?
You have no new messages.
Good.
So, squeaking by, doing the bare minimum once again. What are you doing to me, Phil?
Suppose I should help out prepping for this museum.
Doesn't Peck look exactly like the kind of guy who'd accidentally walk into the stream of a bosun glider? I'm just saying, it could happen.
Could it? Could it really?
Ray and I have been talking.
And we think we should have a look at the museum. Whatever happened tonight, it started there.
Okay, I'll take one for the team. Stay with Ilsa. You guys go with Winston and the recruit. I'll be your personal protection.
What about Peck? He's supposed to be informed of everything we do.
What he doesn't know can't hurt us.
How did I get the bitch seat?
Hey guys, you need to make a detour. Something big is going down. It's on 1010 winds now.
Tune it in.
Okay.
And another ghostly sighting has staff at the New York Public Library scrambling for answers.
The Gray Lady.
Let's get her for real this time. Whoa. What about the museum? It's been there for 104 years. Where's it gonna go today?
This thing you guys have for the Great Lady borders on the weird. You know that, right?
She made us look like schmucks. Not this time.
Oh, and another thing, Pat called and says that I'm required to tell him where you are and what you are up to.
Tell him he can meet us at the museum. We'll be there. Eventually.
Big crowd for a library.